going to Courtney now. Because why I'm asking these questions is a few weeks ago I met some kids. They were like, yo, these are big fans of yours. And then they wanted advice. And I'm like, well, hell, I don't have it figured out. I'm like the wrong person to ask. But now you have these young ones looking at you eagerly, like they're trying to get somewhere. These kids were rappers in particular, and they're trying to get into the music scene. They're trying to get somewhere, and they're like, "Do you have it? What advice do you have for us?" And I had to dig deep and like, yeah. But that is how people. Unfortunately, we spoke about comparing earlier, but unfortunately, we look at people. In our minds, whether we like it or not, we've decided that it's together for them. Like they've got it all, the package, the fame, the body, the everything,
and
the
what
money.
this person says
And then,
changed my life.
and so now unfortunately, you just want something from them in terms of advice or whatever that would make you feel like applying such things would get you there.
Yeah.
So it's a real thing. As much as we can say, okay, you don't have it figured out, but some people will look at you, Courtney, and will be like.
But I think that's always like the shocking part, right? Like when people look at you and then they ask you for advice, and you're like, why the heck do you want my advice? Because you know your experiences, but also it goes back into social media. No one's gonna post when they are not doing well. You're not gonna post when you suck in life. Yeah. You're not gonna post those stuff. So yeah, it looks like my life is doing well, but then you have moments like this where you're like, don't look at my life on social media and think that everything is glory and happy and everything that I'm. But it's all like you said, and I also think the people that approach you, they'll ask for your advice, looking at what you've posted, what you're doing, and then they're like, okay, that's where I wanna be. So then they're gonna now base your life on success, and then you only know that now you have imposter syndrome in you. Yeah. Now you're like, hey, I'm not doing as great as y'all think I am, and now you're like,
yeah.
No,
that's a real thing. I've been experiencing that lately. That's real.
And it happens. I think that's one of people's. I think that's also a big thing for a lot of us is where we like, I feel like an imposter where I'm sitting right now. Like you're
why
like,
am I here?
Yeah.
Also, I think, especially for people who are from backgrounds that are not that amazing, when great things happen in your life, it's sort of hard to accept it.
Yeah.
That this is happening to you.
Yeah.
And we're always so suspicious of when is the devil coming to curve me. You know?
That's the truth. But then I go back into saying I think it falls into the survival mode thing. Yeah. Like because you've been living in survival mode. You've been living in, okay, I need to make it to this certain point.
Yeah.
And then now you like constantly waiting for the rug.
Yeah, when you're there, you're like, this is not going to end soon.
This is too good.
My
What's
5 minutes
happened?
of fame is over.
Yeah. And then you're like, hey, when's the rug gonna be pulled out of me? So now you're waiting for that bad thing to happen, and you're like,
this whole conversation just made me think that I always told myself that I feel like I have this thing where I can see things. You know, I have this foresight, and I always tell people or try to warn them, and they don't listen. And then when it happens, they come back to me and like, how did you see it come? And I don't know how I see these things coming, but like, I feel like just people would listen to me better if I had $1 million in my bank account.
You had the money.
Yeah. So I always wanted to just become rich so that people can listen to me.
Listen to you.
Yeah,
but I think that's also when it goes to like influencing and stuff like that. Like people, you create that platform where you also like, you're like, okay, I want to create this type of platform, be this type of influencer so people will listen.
Yeah, so I can help people.
So I can help.
Certain things they don't have to go through.
Yeah. And then sometimes you listen to some influencers and you're like, yo, you shouldn't have the platform that you have. Why are you influencing? What are you influencing?
Why are you influencing?
And then you want to go on and be like, no, guys, don't listen to that. But you getting 20 views, they getting 20
and
million.
then it's a thing of, oh, you're just jealous.
Yeah.
No, we're not jealous.
Exactly. It's like, no, I'm not jealous. I'm trying to save your guys from destroying your lives.
Yeah.
Like,
So unfortunately, if you're poor and if you're not pretty, people don't listen.